Thank you for the book, The Light Shall Set You Free. Malonovich and Mcune wrote it in 1998, channeled it state that there are 12 universal laws and 21 sub-laws that describe ways in which cause and effect are related. The universal laws can also be viewed as guidelines for behaviors that will enhance our physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual growth. There are 12 universal laws, and these laws are based on the universal being all energy, the universe being all energy. Just as we are made up of energy cells, all thoughts, emotions, feelings we have make energy, which expands outwards toward the universe. The laws are the Law of Divine Oneness. This law tells us that every day everything we do or say affects others around us, and that thing is connected to each other. The law of vibration. This law helps us to understand that everything moves, vibrates, and travels in a circular pattern. The principles of the physical world applies to our thoughts, feelings, desires, and wills in the etheric world. Every sound vibration is unique to itself. The law of action. This law tells us that we must apply action in helping us manifest things on earth. We must engage in actions that support our dreams, emotions, and thoughts. The law of correspondence. This law states that the principles of the physics toward motion, energy, light, and vibration also have a corresponding action in the etheric or universe. As above, so below. The law of cause and effect. This law states that nothing is a coincidence. Every action has a reaction or consequence. As you sow, you shall, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap. The law of compensation. This law is the law of cause and effect regarding blessings and abundance that are provided for us. These include gifts, money, friendships, inheritances, and blessings. The law of attraction. This law shows how we create things, events, and people who come into our lives. Our thoughts, words, and feelings produce energy which attracts like energy. Positive thoughts, feelings will bring to us positive reactions and energy. The same is true in reverse. Negative thoughts, feelings will attract to us negative reactions and energy. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This law states that everyone has the power within themselves to change the conditions of their lives. Our higher vibrations consume the lower vibrations. Therefore, each of us can change the energies within our lives. We need to understand the universal laws and apply them into our lives to effect the change. The law of relativity. This law states that everyone will receive a series of problems, tests of initiation, for the purpose of strengthening our light within. When we are faced with these tests, we must remain connected to our hearts when we are solving the problems. This law also tells us that we must put our own problems into perspective. There are always others worse off than we are. No matter what the situation we find ourselves in, it's all relative. The law of polarity. This law states that everything has an opposite, light, dark, day, night. For example, we can transform negative thoughts by concentrating on positive thoughts. This is the law of mental vibrations. The law of rhythm. This law states that everything vibrates and moves to certain rhythms. These rhythms establish seasonal changes of development, cycles, and patterns. Each cycle represents the regularity of God's universe. Masters know how to rise above negative parts of a cycle by never getting excited or allowing negativity to enter their consciousness. The law of gender. This is the law of masculine yang and feminine yin, energies and principles of all creation. It takes both energies to create anything. The masculine and feminine energies must be balanced to enable the spiritual being to become a master and a true co-creator with God. The 21 sub-laws are, I consider these much like my own values and principles I strive to live by in all my energy exchanges. These sub-laws are governed by our higher selves. These laws are actually human characteristics which relate to the universal laws. They are aspiration to a higher power, charity, compassion, courage, dedication, faith, forgiveness, generosity, grace, honesty, hope, joy, kindness, non-interference, patience, praise, responsibility, self-love, thankfulness, and unconditional love. When we put the sword down and we pick up the lightsaber, we realize then that the light shall set us free. Good day.